Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Persona 4 Golden. Today, I think all we can do is go to sleep, because we don't have a voice thing in the corner. So let's, will Nanako be alright? Then there's what happened in the hospital's, Namatami's hospital ward. The snow that started to fall, and the fog that won't disappear. What lies ahead from here on? You feel very tired. You should hurry and get some rest today. Sure? I'm gonna be cautious every time I choose something now. Oh, hi! This...
Welcome.
Hi, Igor.
It's been quite some time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I was just in here the other day, but alright. It seems you've been summoned to the Velvet Room.
Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real world. I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey has taken you quite a distance thus far.
It has been a while, yes.
Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
I hope so. Yeah, I can solve it.
Splendid! The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey?
Okay, sure.
It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight.
So, okay, you're probably gonna give me, like, flashbacks, and that's gonna lead me to, like, a clue.
Margaret?
Voices you've heard many times before echo in your mind. Kill everyone.
I can't ignore that fact any longer. I need to face the truth head on.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your memory during your journey.
We're seeing social links?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things.
Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
I mean, I'm still only rank 2 for you.
If we leave any unanswered
And 3 for you.
behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
Kinda thought we were doing max social links.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
What's that? It seems the car has stopped moving.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
You know, I didn't actually know this place was moving. I thought it was a stationary room with clouds in the background, not an actual car.
As I mentioned
Or limo.
previously, this year will signal a great change in your life.
That's an understatement.
Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while to take the time to stop and reflect.
Okay.
People are like water flowing in a river. There is only one stream, but all who pass through it are affected differently.
I mean, yeah, no, that's true.
Some travel fast. Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart.
But you just stopped? You just stopped the room. Did you stop my heart? No, okay. What is that? I know what you mean by that, because it changes per protagonist, right? So, but still, it's like... What?
Perhaps this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Okay. Was that in the game, or did I just hear a doorbell? Oh, it's the house doorbell. Right. Oh, they're making me wake up. On a Sunday. Did I sleep through the doorbell? Wow, that is a really real sounding doorbell. Yeah, stop ringing the doorbell. You get 2 courtesy rings. Of course it's you.
I looked all over the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
I'm worried, yeah. Last we saw him, he was in like this white room.
He was acting all weird lately.
Or it's a white place. I don't know if it was a room. It was like foggy white though. Or cloudy white.
Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side.
Alrighty.
We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Sure. Where could Teddy have gone? In any case, you decide to go look for him. So I was like expecting flashbacks.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense, it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
So he's potentially not in TV land.
Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time.
I mean, she just said she couldn't sense him in there.
We told him over and over that he could stay here.
You called him serious dream you had last night. It's maybe a time for contemplation rather than action. That is what Igor said, but... Let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now. He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down.
Oh, he cares. He really
Without
does.
saying anything, right?
I mean, yeah, no, that's true. You leave a letter.
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case.
Okay. I mean, yes, that's true. But when I thought I said, let's think about this, I was thinking more like, let's think of where Teddy could possibly have gone.
It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Something, huh? Not a lot of things?
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed, Miss Yamano the announcer and Saki-san. From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
I think I always pronounce that modus operandi.
When I hear you put it like that, sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Hey, acceptance, that's the first stage.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
I mean, I think that's definitely the case.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play.
Insane in the brain!
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Maybe by making them famous, he said. I don't know. I have no idea.
Could he mean saving them through death?
That's what I kind of thought he meant earlier.
He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
And we fought him in a place that resembled heavens, and he was an angel, so,
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself!
Dark, I like it.
What do you think, Senpai?
Maybe it was him. There's something else. There is something else.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
Absolutely true.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. 'Saved. 'Don't worry, I'll save this girl too.'" Maybe he meant that she was saved. But why would he say that? Maybe he meant that she was saved. 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 Maybe he meant
I'm thinking. Okay. No, I get it. I think I get it now. He was trying to get them to unlock their personas. Is that what he was doing?
So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too?
No, well, no way. Your shadows are gone.
Wouldn't he actually have failed to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
Not all the time. It's not always dumb, Chie. Come on now.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai in that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibilities of possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Namatame's diary, the copycat murderers, the warning letter. Ooh. Yes! Yes. Because I brought this up, actually, right? I brought this up when he took Nanako. Because we got a warning letter that's like, hey, stop saving people or else I'm going to do something. And before, like, anything happened, he kidnapped Nanako. And he did something to us. So, that contradicts the letter, right? Why would the person send us a warning letter like, hey, we're going to do something to you or the people that are close to you if you keep this up, and then instantly do something that's the person closest to me? Because that would just make me go and save my goddamn daughter.
Warning letter? Oh yeah. Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
You recall that the first warning letter said, don't rescue anymore. And the second one said, if you don't stop this time, someone closer will be killed. Will be put in and killed.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd?
Yes.
Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like, don't rescue or kill?
Right, Rise, you're a genius.
Yeah, and the will be put in and killed part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like I'll put in and kill?
Hey, could this mean?
Namatame wrote the letter wasn't for me. The Namatame didn't write it.
Yeah. It's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Well, what do you mean? We don't know that yet.
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed.
I think I'm kind of getting that Namatame might have known about personas and stuff like that. Or something, maybe? I don't know.
In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV, and yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then... it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai in the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
You all work together to take another step towards the truth. Woo! Rank up!
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
Oh, we gotta talk to Dojima.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Alrighty. The plans is Kanji goes up and tackles the guy.
Is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
Do you have the credentials to be a consultant?
This is Unit 252 requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah. Understood. I see.
Maybe it's different than what I'm thinking of. Maybe consultant's just someone that can, I don't know, verify stuff.
I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes.
Oh, that's a dick move. Judo chop him.
Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Does that work?
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
Oh, this guy's just an idiot?
I'll vouch for his identity.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself.
What, Dojima?
We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild.
Poor Dojima.
Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
You say huh a lot. What are you, me?
Something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Ah, well then, this works out nicely. You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san.
Naoto, did you just say that out loud?
A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
I feel like this cop would be kind of like, what do you mean this works out nicely? Like, are you planning something? I'm assuming we put something in the lobby then.
Hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful.
Also, highly illegal, I think, to plan something false.
I knew they were undermanned, but I didn't expect it to go this smoothly. Wow! There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
Actually, you should have put a bomb in it.
All right, and now's our chance to talk to.
Or a fake bomb, anyways, just to really lock down the place. Look, that is a joke. Don't put me on the list, FBI. Or any more lists, I guess. Probably doing these videos has put me on a bunch of them. What you drinking? That tea?
Namatame-san, there's something we'd like to ask you.
Are you cold? You want me to shut the window?
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are. But we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
I mean, you're still going to go to jail for kidnapping, dog.
Huh?
Seems that he understands what you're saying. What should you ask him? Who'd you throw in first? Is saving, killing me. Who did you throw in first?
Huh? Me?
Okay. So that kind of confirms what I was thinking. What should you ask him next? Did you kill... I mean, I feel like we don't need to ask him these two questions. Because... I mean, I guess he could be lying when he says Yukiko, but still. Did you kill those two girls?
They were killed. I couldn't save them.
And then clearly saving doesn't mean killing people.
No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her.
Wait, so did they not die in TV land then? Like, they were killed in the real world, then thrown in the TV, and then they would just appear? It doesn't sound like what the game's been telling us.
And you repeated the process as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first 2 victims?
Indulge us in a few more questions.
What should you ask him? Who killed... Come on, hero. Why did you enter the TV? Why the warning letters? I guess this is a good one. I'm assuming he didn't write them.
What are you talking about?
So, nope. Why did you enter the TV?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
So he'd never been in there before. Alright. I guess we'll ask the stupidest question, like, how the hell would he know?
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
As I thought.
You believe me?
No, not really. Kind of. They probably do.
Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first.
And I killed you in a different timeline.
But now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Please, tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
Well, maybe not slowly, because I'm pretty sure the police are going to be back any minute now.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Alright, Titus, calm down.
All right.
Is there a mole in the center of your head? Or paint? What are you, me?
After my affair with Mayumi,
Actually, no, that's not true. My room's... It's not clean. Not that bad, though. I don't have food or... I'm assuming beer cans. Those look like pill bottles over there. You alright, dog? Actually, no. We know you're not alright. Why would I even ask that?
I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal. And I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties.
Yeah, not a good idea.
I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either.
You guys separate, though. You separated.
How are you?
Not like the announcer lady and you were dating after you and the singer were separated, right? Then again, it's like might be a culture thing. I don't really know.
She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows.
It's probably pretty bad, yeah.
Forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back to me. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection.
You guys like not have video game systems or something? Look, they're a good distraction. You should try it sometimes.
of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi? When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water.
Okay.
I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV.
That would have been bad.
I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane.
Yeah. Maybe gone insane. We'll stick with that one.
In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream.
Or, you
and I
know,
went back
being
to the
drunk.
city the next day after
Extremely
first-
drunk.
The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't show up for work for a few days, right? So. Or did they fire you because of the scandal? I'm not really sure exactly. I feel like I need to rewatch the beginning of this game. Because I thought they said they were separated just recently, right? So it's not like they were actively in a relationship when he started dating this announcer. Again, culture thing. I think that might be a little bit messed. If he did cheat on her, you know, that's extremely messed up, and you know, he should pay in some way for it. Maybe not like public ridicule and career assassination, but in some way, you know, divorce, alimony out of the ass, one or the other, you know. But at the same time, if they were not dating or married anymore, I don't see what the big deal is. Like, you were single. Maybe I misunderstood that part earlier.
That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Namatami is casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remembered the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again. And I confirmed that none of it was a dream.
But how did you jump to the conclusion? Oh wait, that's probably from Saki, right?
So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend.
Makes sense.
But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
Yeah?
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business.
I mean, that's like good to have something to fall back on like that. Because being completely and utterly, like, emotionally distraught and unemployed with no money is bad.
I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her and told her to be careful.
She's probably like, you are a weird old man, get away from me.
Same night, on the TV. She looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone?
I mean, 'cause she's dying, dog.
Come on, please.
You really don't have time to answer the phone when you're dying.
The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
So, like, you did do something. You actually told her to, like, to be careful and that she might be being targeted, right? On that channel thingy? That's what you just told us anyways. So it's not like you actually did nothing. You didn't physically do too much, but you did confront her about it and be like, yo, I mean, confronting is probably not the right word for it, but you did approach her with the information that you had, or thought you had. So you tried.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
Yes, out of everyone in this room, yes, I'm assuming you could.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but
So you were still, okay, were you still married? I thought your wife already, like, threw you to the curb.
She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next, and murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity.
What a lore this episode, it seems, or a backstory this episode.
I thought hard
Which is
about
good.
what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her?
Okay. So, okay. You were hiding them from the murderer.
What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it?
Not that they needed to go to TV land to unlock their persona. Alright.
The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be,
It's better than being slaughtered.
That's where you're wrong.
Once things calm down, I could just let her out again.
How?
If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind.
Or get completely detached.
Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate?
Nope.
Was it my mission to save people?
I mean, that one's still up for debate, really.
But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought.
So you chloroform them?
Please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
She's pissed.
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
I mean, in a way you did.
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it.
Why'd you keep doing it?
When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had...
Oh, that's when you started doubting. All right, okay. I was gonna say, if you started doubting that beforehand, then yeah, that's probably really extremely messed up that you continue to do it.
You referred to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away.
I mean, that police officer was her dad.
But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place.
Dude, what are you talking? Did you see the area that was curated when she went in there? It was literal heaven.
I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible
One,
that
two,
world was.
3. You did not throw Naruto into Naruto, not Naruto, Naruto into the TV.
I never knew. You couldn't even get out of that place on your own. No. That's a cowardly way to
Well, hold up. Hold up. Back up. Creepy serial killer kid.
I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty.
I was overcome by the awesomeness of your song.
But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself.
Probably literally.
I thought I was going insane. I probably did.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
Is no one gonna bring up the fact that he said 3?
You really were trying to save people.
Anyone, hero, speak up.
What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power.
And the ability to deliver packages. It is an important job. You should have been proud of it. At least you had a job.
That world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero.
Yeah, but like 3 people.
I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them.
So he threw in Yukiko, Kanji, and Rise. Not Murder Boy and not Naoto, right?
I'm to blame for all of this.
I mean, yes and yes. Both these options I feel like are correct. To be fair, it's one of those the road to hell's paved with good intentions type deal. He had good intentions. They were bad in the long scheme of things. They did unlock a lot of our powers, but they did put Nanako in the hospital where she could still be potentially dying. Did die in one timeline. And then, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what's done is done. I do feel for the dude. Like, I wouldn't even imagine, like, what I would do in his position. Probably actually commit myself to a hospital because I probably thought I was going insane. Because my hand went through a TV and it wasn't bleeding or anything like that. In fact, it went to an alternate dimension. Yeah, probably actually just go to the hospital. But yeah, what's done is done. You're still going to jail.
I suppose so.
For kidnapping Nanako.
The things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that.
I mean, yes.
I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences.
Yo, but dog, keep up the talk about TV land and stuff like that, and you might just get like, no, that's still not a good place to go to. They'd probably send you there for life. Yeah, I don't know. You're screwed.
Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
Can we get back to the hole you only threw 3 of them in?
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly.
Yeah, but who's gonna believe him?
We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
And killed you!
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people.
That's true.
The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
Good job, hero.
I'm such a joke.
I've seen worse.
I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
One more question, though. What did you mean by throwing you 3 in?
What are you all crammed in here for?
You mean cozy with a criminal?
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
That's our plan.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
Taking another step towards the truth. Thus, you're more truth seekers. He did. Did I mishear that when he said I only threw when I threw you 3 in? Like, did he not mean that he only threw 3 people in?
He's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh.
So I know like Yosuke and Chie came in with me. That's my bad. But Yukio, Kanji, and Rise were his doing. Murder Kid and Naoto, were they not his doing? He made it sound like he only did those 3. Well, and Nanako, of course.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
I mean, who said he did flake out?
The
Didn't exactly
police
look like he knew
consider
what
the
was
matter
going on.
closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I really guess it depends.
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on.
There have been cases that were like open up 30 years later and they were still able to like solve them.
And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow you'll be going out to talk to people in town. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? You decide to go home early today and get some rest. And save? Yes? Yes. Alright, well that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, press like below. If you're not subscribed yet, when you hit my video section, check out some of the content and see if it's to your liking. If you're interested in watching me live stream, head on over to twitch.tv/ChronosPlays. Give my channel a follow and be notified when I go live. Either way, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great day.